Hey, and look at this. Fans are already pumped up, and the energy is visibly escalating outside of this venue. Welcome to two. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And that game against Sacramento, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Green is out there with Shepard. And it's MP in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. The Cell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Castle in at the 1 spot. Will MP has made it a point to become the best player in his conference. And he's let everyone know about it, too. He wants in that game badly.
You love the gamesmanship. MP putting it out there. I mean, we've all heard the big statements in the past, and MP going after this is only natural, but it is hard to back up. And so far, he's done it. The question for the future, how nasty will it get as he continues to face teams and players who want nothing more than to shut MP down?
Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. So I expect to see them keep the intensity up. So we should be in for a fun one.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Vassell. At 3 off the mark. Here's Green. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
And one of Green's best attributes is that he doesn't really see contact. He will either go over it or through it.
And here is Johnson. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Wembanyama. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Floats it up for MP. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Castle. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. That's touched by MP. Here's Sochan. Just 5 on the clock. Latrey.
Look, that's some great defense from Smith. He can be a top-level defender in this league.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
From deep, Johnson. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Though he likes to get to the rim and draw contact, Johnson will rise and fire from beyond the arc.
Right wing to the inside. And stolen by Wembanyama. Johnson, the pass to Sochan. That one drops for him.
Good work by Johnson scanning the floor, looking for those chances to share the ball.
Rockets trail by 4. Pass to MP. Shot from the wing. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Here's MP. San Antonio with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Stolen away. Sochan with the ball. Here's Johnson. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Johnson's got 8 points. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Spurs.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
The Spurs making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Thompson, he's checked in for Shepherd. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 6-point game. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
Pass to Sochan. Here's Pritchard. Wembanyama, a screen on Green. Pritchard passes to Wembanyama. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Alperen Sengun.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And the first one at the line is good. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships? This is why you get Smith the ball in that close area. If he works for that ground, he's skilled enough to execute in that area.
Inside, Pritchard, an easy 2 points on the layup.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Rockets trail by 6. Pass to MP. Now here's Green. MP sets the screen for Green. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists in the game. Vassell against MP. Count that one.
The defense was there, but Vassell stays calm and uses that length inside.
For Houston, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. MP left side. Outside, Green. Trying to find Vassell. He gets it to him. Pass to Pritchard. Out to the right wing. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And here is Sengun. Smith kicks to Thompson. Sengun with a screen on Vassell. Houston moving the ball around. The shot by Thompson, no good. San Antonio leading by 5. Wembanyama passes to Pritchard. Sochan with the ball. And the rejection by MP. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Sheer effort from the young MP in close.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
First free throw is good. A different look now for San Antonio. Buckner's checked in for Wembanyama. Barnes comes in for Sochan. And it's Johnson in for Castle. Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Now, here's Johnson. 9 points last game out. Driving to the basket. Can't connect from short range. Rockets trail by 3. Eason, a screen on Johnson. MP laid in with a nice touch off the glass. MP's got 8.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Pritchard passes to Buckner. Here's Johnson, covered by MP. And the rejection by MP. Here's Eason. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. San Antonio's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. MP in the last time out against Oklahoma City was all business. He scored 21 points, and his passing was phenomenal with a ton of assists. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? I'll find out together. Evan?
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Now, here's MP. Coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. MP sets the screen for Thompson. Clock is at 3. Misses the 3. San Antonio leading. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Buckner. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Thompson. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
To the middle. It's tipped. Down low. And it's Vassell in the corner. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. And it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
Great setup for Vassell, who does not waste the chances to get off a quick shot.
MP passes to Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And so the first quarter's in the books. Spurs out in front, up by 4. Stay with us as we get... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Group substitution here. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Şengün. MP comes in for Cam Whitmore. Jalen Green's checked in for Thompson. And Shepard subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Pritchard. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Then it's Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Pritchard in at the point, and that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Castle misses.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
There's Green with the 3. Here's MP. MP gets the job done inside.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Pass to Castle. Vassell outside. For the 3. Green with the rebound.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Smith the pass to Shepard. MP sends the screen for Green. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Green's got the lead up to 10 now for Houston. Here's Pritchard. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver.
And how about the vision he displayed. Great job getting others involved and piling up the assists.
And that one, good. And now a 12-point Rocket lead. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Shooting two.
And he knocks down the first one. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. We're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you played every team, you understand the defensive concept. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Castle, still without a basket. Wembanyama finds Vassell. Wembanyama, a screen. It's taken away by Smith.
I mean, with the amount of turnovers they've committed, it's no wonder they're in the position they're in right now. And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Spurs trail by 12. Pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Reed Shepherd.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Houston making a switch here. Şengün's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Rockets leading by 11. Pass to MP. Shoots from 12. Here's Smith. MP sets the screen for Smith. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Smith's got 6.
Man, that jumper of Smith is so nice and a tough one to guard at that because of his size.
To the paint, Castle, and foul on the shots. So he'll get a chance at the line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
That's good from Castle. Tari Eason's checked in for Shepherd. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get it.
Alley-oop flush by MP.
What execution. MP getting up high for that finish.
Spurs trail by 13. Pass to Sohan. 1:33 left to play here in the half. Buries the long-range jumper. 7 points in the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
MP with a screen on Johnson. Back to MP. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And San Antonio has possession. And he drives in. And the dunk by MP.
The young buck, MP, taking off there.
Here's Castle. Guarded by Green. Pass to Wembanyama. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Green, the pass to Eason. MP, right side. And the dunk by MP.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding him and feeding him.
Johnson outside. Pass to Castle. Vassell wide open. Off target with his three.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Spurs trail by 14. Here's Castle. He's coming off a 28-point game against Denver. It's stolen by Smith. Here's MP. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
MP getting it done for the Rockets. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Houston Rockets.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. Prove it and get it.
All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy here in this early part of the season, at least. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Houston leading by 16. Taking a look at the Rockets. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Shepard out there with Jalen Green. And it's MP in at the small forward position. Here's Castle. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Rocket shooting a superb 63% from the field. MP, that's for 2. Smith, no good.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Pass to Castle. They get it back. Castle's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Houston moving the ball around. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 16.
And Şengün is piling up the points, looking totally confident and in control.
Now, Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Rockets leading by 16. And Alperen Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our... Terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. Had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Şengün. Wembanyama, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Şengün with a screen on Johnson. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. Good on the three-point shot. Shepard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you can see the floor awareness by Şengün. Just an outstanding passer for a guy his size.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Wembanyama down low. Şengün's there. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Vassell. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Vassell's got 10.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
Down low. Here's MP. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one. Putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Johnson outside. Green against Vassell. Wembanyama high post. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Castle. He's got 5. To the inside, and stolen by Şengün. Shepard with the ball. And it's Vassell picking him up. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Houston leading by 17. On the wing, MP. It's Şengün, top of the key. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Spurs have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Johnson with a screen on Smith. Pass to Johnson. Three-pointer. And the rejection by MP. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Spurs with possession. Wembanyama, a screen. Just 5 to shoot.
Defense is all about mindset, and MP was locked and loaded on that shot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Johnson missing again. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Pass to Shepherd. MP sets the screen for Shepherd. That one goes. Count it. Shepherd's got his third basket of the night right there. Spurs shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. MP against Johnson. Can they get it? Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Johnson's got 13.
Nice move by Johnson. He is solid off the dribble.
MP deciding where to go with it. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama, a screen on Green. And the shot goes in. Vassell's got 5 points in the quarter.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guys. Look now for San Antonio. Wagner's checked in for Wembanyama. Barnes comes in for Keldon Johnson. And it's Pritchard in for Castle. And a change for the Rockets. Thompson's checked in. Şengün with the screen for Green. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 15.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Vassell against Thompson. They set the pick. Shoots the three. Here's Barnes. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Jabari Smith picks one up.
Okay, HB, I see you still pack a punch. That's an impressive finish.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Houston.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
And I like how MP carries himself. It's a big reason why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
For San Antonio, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Vassell against Thompson. Over to the left wing. Three-pointers, Graham. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. It's going to be on MP. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing that that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to
the previous players are allowed to review the play.
Tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
With the fadeaway. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Here's Pritchard. Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Rockets, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Tari Eason's checked in for Green.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
MP dishes to Thompson. Şengün, and Şengün throws it down.
Punishing the rim right there. Şengün.
1:44 left in the third. Here's Pritchard. Drills it from outside. Pritchard's got 7.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen. Smith
the pass to Eason. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A challenging stretch for San Antonio here. Here's Barnes. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Thompson. Eason passes to MP. Vassell with it. Picked up by Thompson. And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his third foul so far. Pass to Whitmore. MP against Barnes. And there it is for him. MP's got 28.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Buckner out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Barnes, and it's Smith, and it's Pritchard in at the point guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Clock at 6. Barnes outside. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. They host the Kings after this game, and that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Bank shot. No good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
A 3 from Wembanyama gets the three-pointer to fall.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
MP with a screen on Smith. Pass to Eason. Houston moving the ball around. MP passes to Eason. Here's Thompson. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
Now here's Barnes. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right, you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Bounce pass, Smith. Here's Pritchard, covered by Van Vliet. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Whitmore. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And MP throws it down.
Attacking with reckless abandon. MP going all out on that drive.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Pritchard passes to Wembanyama. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that's 11 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half. Getting to his spots, executing with ease.
Back to MP. MP sets the screen for Van Vliet. On the wing, MP. Pass to Van Vliet. Houston needs to get a shot off. And a wide open look for MP. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight. MP against Wembanyama. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
In the corner, it's Eason. And another 3 for Houston.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Van Vliet. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Buckner. Johnson comes in for Harrison Barnes. Vassell, he's checked in for Smith. And Castle is subbed in for Pritchard. Here's Castle. He's covered by Thompson. Wembanyama looking it over. And it's Johnson penetrating over Brooks. It's rebounded by Houston. MP's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Over to the wing. Whitmore finds MP. There's the lob to the hoop, and Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Here's Castle. Pass to Sohan. Johnson, a wide open look. Good on the triple.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Eason, a screen on Vassell. MP, and the dunk by MP.
Looking like an old hand out there. MP working the two-man game to perfection.
Wembanyama outside. Off target from outside. Here's Houston now. They're on a 16-7 run. That one goes in. MP's got 39.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Johnson outside. Out left to the wing from about 19 feet. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Johnson.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
Here's Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Pass to Eason. Floats it up for MP. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Yeah, that's a pass he's got to catch. Maybe just starting to relax a little too much with that lead.
And the Rockets making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Vassell outside. Here's Castle. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Vassell. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
You see the improvement in Vassell's jump shot, looking more and more confident now.
Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Johnson against Brooks. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.